Well, and that's game one. This is a game one review and recap uh, from a Miami Heat fan. So let's get right into it. A 104-93 loss. Uh, game one, Denver win. To me, this was as expected. I feel like coming in here with little to no rest after the Game 7 in Boston, only a couple days, and with the Nuggets sweeping the Lakers uh, back in the Western Conference Finals, I felt like the Nuggets had way too much rest, and the home court advantage was just going to be, in their this game was going to be heavily in their favor, and it turned out to be correct. I felt like this was going to be a tough game just going in, as I said, from the little to no rest we had, with only a couple days, and I expected this win from the Nuggets, to be honest with you, and a triple double from Jokic, I believe his ninth this postseason, just taking over this game from start to finish very easily, and I felt like there was no going back. After he started to really, catch fire from the very beginning of the game. And as a Heat fan, obviously I'm going to focus a little bit more on my team. And I felt like no other player was really showing up more than our center, Bam Adebayo. He played 40 minutes of 48, had 26 points, shooting 13 of 25. And I felt like he started off great. He was solid. He played solid. But as the game went on, he started to miss more shots. And I feel like the game getting away from us kind of affected his play. I feel like as we started to get deeper and deeper in a hole, that we started to lose a little bit more confidence. Fewer shots decided to drop in the basket for us. And I'm going to start off with some goods. We had, like I said, a great performance. Maybe not a great performance, but a good performance from Bam Adebayo. We went on a couple runs, three, and as the game came to a close, actually our bench player, Highsmith, he really started to catch fire. A rookie, and really showed his worth in Game 7 in Boston, coming alive here at the end of this game, and showing some great bench minutes in play, and I was really impressed. And Lowry, our backup point guard, had 26 minutes, 11 points, shot 4 for 8, 50%, not bad. But besides that, there was almost little to no help from our bench, our second unit. The only two guys, like I said, showed up were Highsmith, the rookie, and Kyle Lowry, a veteran point guard who's had finals experience before and a finals win. And besides that, we had no help from anyone on the bench. A minor, a very underwhelming performance from Jimmy Butler, shooting 6 for 14 and only 13 points. He came close to a triple-double with 7 rebounds and 7 assists, but really, not an exciting performance from him. And I felt like we could have got a little bit more out of him, as we've won every game won, coming into every game as an underdog. And I really felt like Jimmy Butler could have done obviously more than this. And like I said, Bam, the only one really coming alive to really, get anything going and to get us on, some of those runs. And I'm pretty much done with all the good in this game from us. Really not that much to go into game two really excited about, besides Highsmith, and Bam really kind of trying to keep this series competitive. Obviously, this is game one. It's the start. We have plenty of time to keep this thing going when it rolls to Sunday. But this game was very, very, very disappointing from behind the arc. I mean, just to look at the box score here, a couple of guys that I can point out. Max Strus, 0 for 10 from the field, 0 for 9 behind the three-point line. So he missed 10 shots, and 9 of them being threes. He had 0 points. He came in as a starter this game and missed 10 shots off 21 minutes. Huge disappointment from a three-point specialist, and especially him starting the game, to come out with that kind of performance off 21 minutes, 10 missed shots, 0 points, 0 for 9 three-point shooting. That's horrific. Really not exciting at all. I felt like he was going to be one of the guys, actually, him and Duncan Robinson, to pull off some of our three-point shooting, because those have been the guys to kind of have the three-point shooting come alive early in the game. Those are the guys to hit the three-point shots that we need. And him not showing up at all in this game, shooting 0 for 10, and Duncan Robinson 1 of 6 from the field goal, in 1 of 5 behind the arc. Again, him 21 minutes as well as Strus, but Duncan Robinson coming off the bench. Obviously, he's going to come up with less less of an opportunity to score points, but still a huge disappointment. Coming into this game, I really thought, like I said, him and Strus were going to be the lights out shooting behind the arc, because I felt like they had a good thing going, wrapping up Game 7 in Boston. But again, not showing up. This game was very, very disappointing behind the three-point line. We had almost nothing going. To read off our starters' three-point shots, we have Jimmy going 1 for 2, Caleb Martin going 1 for 2. Bam, obviously not a three-point shooter. He had to shoot one. I believe the shot clock was winding down. 0 for 1. Gabe Vincent, not a bad performance behind the arc. 5 for 10. And like I said, Max Strus 0 for 9. In the bench, we had 1 for 5 from Duncan, 2 for 4 from Highsmith, 3 guys not shooting any threes who played, and 3 for 6 from Kyle Lowry, who hit, I believe, 2 threes in the fourth quarter that kind of got us on this, I believe, like an 11-0 run. Obviously not good enough to keep the game close or get us a win. But the three-point shooting in this game was, to say the least, not great. Really expected more from this team behind the line, because we, I believe, are a good three-point shooting team. But the guys today just did not show that, and it was really disappointing to come here and watch, to get to this game one and watch a really disappointing scoring performance. And it just wasn't really a great night for shooting for us. We shot horrible this game from behind the arc. Our guys had a bunch of open looks, a bunch of great looks, and we just couldn't deliver. And that was one of the most disappointing things to me, is that we couldn't shoot behind the line as well as we have. And it was a horrible performance shooting for us, and I believe we can do better. But tonight was not a good showing, and I was, to say the least, upset with how we performed shooting the ball. We got to do better than that. And I feel like it would be disrespectful not to mention the Nuggets. So I'm just going to briefly mention them and talk about them. And the first player we're obviously going to talk about is Nikola Jokic, as I mentioned earlier. He played nothing short of fantastic. Dropping a triple-double with 14 assists, 10 rebounds, and 27 points. He shot efficiently, 8 from 12 from the field goal and 1 from 2 from 3. I mean, he played great. He played well. Really dished out the ball whenever we double teamed them and got some of the guys open looks, like Jamal Murray with 44 minutes. The guy who was on the court for them the most, who had 26 points, 11 from 22 from the field goal, and 2 for 7 from 3. He came in here, had a double-double, 10 assists. If Jokic wasn't on this team, man, this guy would be the star. Jamal Murray is just I wouldn't say underrated. I feel like he's a rated player, but I feel like he really, really has that power to, honestly take his own team. He can drop a double-double for you in a playoff game, as obviously see right here. And he played well, great efficiency from field goal. And, another guy who played well for them was Aaron Gordon, who left his mark in the first quarter. I feel like had a bunch of mismatches for him whenever it came to height, because he has a height advantage over most of our players. Our center is 6'9", 6'10", Bam Adebayo. No other guy on the court can cover Aaron Gordon like Bam can. So whenever Aaron Gordon had those height advantages in those mismatches in the post, in the paint, he would just, post up, put up an open shot, or put up an easy shot to get over our defender. And he had his mark, 16 points, 7 from 10 from the field. Again, really efficient game from him, shooting 70%. Terrific offense from them. And Bruce Brown, a guy that Nikola Jokic, whenever we left him open, Nikola Jokic would just pass it to him. He was one of those guys that we left open that we shouldn't have, and we gave him the open looks whenever, we came with the double team to Jokic, and a guy that had 10 points off the bench, 21 minutes, shooting 4 from 7 from the field goal, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. Really a good game from him as he shot efficiently, and we left him open when we shouldn't have, and he got open looks and really delivered, which good for him. This game was just a really eye-opening experience to me as to what this offense can really do against Miami's defense. And I believe that we can come into the game 2 on Sunday and get a better approach, as we won that fourth quarter 30-20, and I feel like we figured out a way to kind of slow down their offense and have solid defense going down in this game. But just a wonderful offensive performance from the Denver Nuggets. And that's going to wrap up this Game 1 recap. 104-93 loss. Expect better in Game 2 on Sunday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And, if you guys enjoyed, like the video, comment if you got anything to say. And this will be it. I'm out. Peace.